Hello friends, my name is Dr. Shishir Agrawal. I'm a consultant pediatrician and neonatologist. I'm contesting for the post of National Vice President, Central Zone, Indian Academy of Pediatrics. I would like to request you to please support. Today I'm going to talk about breastfeeding as we are celebrating World Breastfeeding Week. Here are the 10 professional questions which are normally asked about breastfeeding, and I will tell those questions and I will tell the answers to those questions. How soon after the birth should breastfeeding begin? Breastfeeding should ideally begin within first hour after birth. Early initiation of breastfeeding helps stimulate milk production, supports mother-infant bonding, and prevents colostrum. The baby's first immunization, rich in antibodies, is the breast milk. Early sucking also helps reduce maternal postpartum hemorrhage by triggering uterine contractions. Second most common question being asked is, what is colostrum and why is it important? Colostrum is the first form of milk produced in late pregnancy and in the first few days of postpartum. It is yellowish and thick, and it should always be given to the baby. It is most important for the baby to give colostrum and have consumed colostrum. Colostrum is rich in antibodies, white blood cells, and nutrients. It provides passive immunity, lines the baby's gut to protect against pathogens, and acts as a natural laxative to help expel meconium, the baby's first stool. Third question is, how often should a newborn breastfeed? A newborn should breastfeed 8 to 12 times in 24 hours. Every 2 to 3 hours, babies should breastfeed. Frequent feeding helps establish and maintain blood supply and milk supply and ensures the baby receives through enough nutrients. Newborns have a small stomach and digest milk quickly, so they need regular feedings. How can a mother know her baby is getting enough milk? The signs of indications of how you will judge whether the baby is getting enough milk or not is 6 to 8 wet diapers a day, regular bowel movements, steady weight gain after the first few days, baby appears satisfied after feeding, and baby should sleep more than 1.5 to 2 hours after every feed. Breastfed babies often lose a small amount of weight initially but should regain it by 10 to 14 days. Output and weight gain are more reliable indicators and the feeding of breast fullness. Regular weight gain can be monitored by growth charts, and regular weight gain is a positive marker of satisfactory breastfeeding. What are the benefits of exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months? Exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months boosts immunity, reduces risk of infections like diarrhea, respiratory illness, supports cognitive development, lowers maternal risk of breast and ovarian cancer. Breast milk contains all the necessary nutrients and antibodies. Avoiding supplements reduces exposure to contaminated water or formula, especially in resource-limited settings. Another question commonly asked is, what positions are recommended for breastfeeding? There are a few positions: cradle hold, cross cradle hold, football hold, and sideline positions. Different positions help accommodate comfort, baby size, mother's recovery for in cases of C-section or latch difficulties. Proper positioning reduces nipple soreness and ensures effective milk transfer. Most commonly asked question is, what causes nipple pain during breastfeeding and how can it be prevented? Causes include poor latching if the milk latching is not proper, engorgement of the breast, or infections in the breast, or thrush or metastasis. The prevention and the treatment of this is ensure proper latch, vary for feeding positions, different positions can be tried, use nipple creams or breast milk, consult a lactation consultant if it is persistent, or a pediatrician. A shallow latch or incorrect positioning can lead to nipple trauma. Addressing the cause prevents complications and supports continued breastfeeding. Another question is, can a mother continue breastfeeding if she is sick? The answer is yes. In most of the cases, mothers should continue breastfeeding. Most illnesses like cold, flu, fever, do not transmit through breast milk. In fact, breast milk contains antibodies and help protect the infant. Exceptions may include HIV, active tuberculosis, or certain medications, and in such infections, professional advice is required. How can breastfeeding affect maternal health? Breastfeeding can reduce postpartum bleeding, promote uterine involution, support weight loss, reduce risk of type 2 diabetes, breast and ovarian cancer. Oxytocin release during breastfeeding contracts the uterus and reduces bleeding. Hormonal balance during lactation contributes to long-term health benefits. The 10th question is, when and how should a mother wean her baby from breastfeeding? Weaning should be gradually and baby should lead where possible, starting around 6 months with the introduction of solids and continuing breastfeeding alongside until at least 12 to 14 months. Explanation: gradual weaning allows the baby to adjust emotionally and nutritionally. Sudden weaning can lead to engorgement or metastasis in mothers and distress in infants. The WHO recommends breastfeeding up to 3 years and beyond, but simultaneously weaning should be started after 6 months of age. Now I'm going to talk about benefits. Breastfeeding offers numerous benefits to mothers, including physical benefits, uterus contraction. Breastfeeding helps uterus return to pre-pregnancy size, reducing bleeding and promoting and healing. Weight loss. Breastfeeding can help mothers lose pregnancy weight as it burns extra calories. Reduce risk of breast and ovarian cancer. Exclusive breastfeeding for at least 1 to 3 months has been linked to a lower risk of these cancers. Lower risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Breastfeeding has been shown to reduce the risk to such conditions. Emotional and psychological benefits. Bonding between mother and baby. Breastfeeding promotes skin-to-skin contact and closeness, especially in the first baby, fostering a strong bond between mother and the baby. It reduces the stress. Breastfeeding can help reduce stress and anxiety, promoting relaxation and calmness. It increases the confidence of the mother towards the baby. Successful breastfeeding can boost a mother's confidence and sense of accomplishment. Practical benefits. Convenience. Breast milk is always available at the right temperature, at the right time, anywhere, making it a convenient option for feeding wherever possible. Cost effective. Breast milk is free, eliminating the need for formula purchases. Environmental benefits. Breastfeeding reduces waste and carbon footprint associated with formula production and packaging. Overall, breastfeeding provides numerous benefits to mothers, from physical and emotional advantages to practical and environmental benefits. Breastfeeding offers numerous benefits to babies, including nutritional benefits. Optimal nutrition. Breast milk provides the perfect mix of protein, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals for infants. Tailored by baby's needs, breast milk composition changes as the baby grows. Mother's milk is baby specific. If the baby is preterm, premature, or small in size, the mother milk is secreted according to the baby from every mother. Immune system benefits. Antibodies. Breast milk contains antibodies that help protect babies from infections and diseases, boost immune systems. Breastfeeding helps develop the baby's immune system, reducing the risk of infections and allergies. Health benefits include reduced risk of infections. Breastfeeding lowers the risk of respiratory tract infection, ear infection, and gastrointestinal infections. The chances of diarrhea is less. Lower risk of chronic diseases. Breastfeeding has been linked to reduced risk of conditions like asthma, diabetes, and obesity. Breastfed babies are not obese, they are at right weight. Better gut health. Breast milk promotes a healthy gut microbiome, essential for overall health and development. Developmental benefits. Brain development. Breastfeeding has been shown to support brain development and cognitive function. Better oral development. Breastfeeding helps promote proper oral development and reduces the risk of malaligned teeth. Other benefits includes comfort and security. Breast milk provides comfort and security to babies, promoting the sense of calm and well-being. Overall, breastfeeding provides a wide range of benefits for babies, from nutritional and immune system advantages to the health and developmental benefits. Breastfeeding is best for baby, mother, community and the country. Thank you for listening to me. Please vote and support me for the post of National Vice President, Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Central Zone. Thank you. Dr. Shishir Agarwal.